ali, ó. Tá ali, ó. Bem-vindos a mais um episódio das sagas e das histórias que eu tô compartilhando com vocês aqui nesse canal. Pra quem não me conhece, eu sou o Anderson Dick, eu sou fundador da Feltec e hoje eu tô aqui em Connecticut, do ladinho de Nova York. Quem já reconheceu aqui, ó, esse carro de polícia antigo de Nova York? Eu tô na Red Line Restoration aqui, que é aonde tá a Mercedes FT Senna, né? Esse projeto aí que eu tenho tentado fazer, que está andando há mais de 2 anos. Comecei esse carro, para quem acompanha o canal desde o início, logo no meu primeiro vídeo eu encontrei essa Mercedes, não exatamente essa, mas eu encontrei uma Cosworth lá onde é que os carros abandonados e eu achei a Ferrari. Quando eu trouxe a Ferrari para mostrar pro José lá, ele ficou impressionado com a Ferrari e ele me deu de presente essa Mercedes que está ali dentro, que eu não vi ela ainda. Cheguei agora aqui em Connecticut, tá coberto de neve, branquinho, tudo bonitinho, menos 9 graus aqui agora, com sensação de menos 15 Celsius, tá frio o negócio, mas eu queria vir aqui fora para fazer essa abertura desse vídeo porque eu tô muito empolgado e eu tenho certeza que vocês também estão muito ansiosos para ver como é que tá esse carro. Tem uma data especial esse ano, 1º de maio de 2024, vai ser 30 anos, né, que o Ayrton Senna nos deixou, e essa é uma data muito especial, um ano que eu acho que muita gente vai trazer a memória do que o Senna representou para todos nós, e vocês sabem que esse carro aqui é uma homenagem que eu estou fazendo ao Ayrton Senna, que foi o nosso grande ídolo brasileiro e até mundial aí no automobilismo, e não só como no automobilismo, na Fórmula 1, mas como pessoa, como ídolo, como uma referência de personalidade, de empreendedor, de garra, de muita coisa. Então, para mim, representa muito esse carro. Eu acho que ele vai representar muito também para toda a história do Ayrton Senna, para todos nós brasileiros e todo mundo que segue e admira o que o Senna fez. Mas é o seguinte, está muito frio aqui fora, vamos entrar lá dentro porque eu estou ansiosíssimo para ver o que a Mercedes, como é que ela tá. Fazem 10 meses desde que eu vim a última vez aqui na Red Line e nesse período aí eu fiquei sabendo muito pouca informação. Então vamos lá, bota aí na TV, chimarrão, pão de queijo, vamos assistir porque esse episódio vai estar top. Vamos entrar aqui, mas antes, olha só os 3 exemplares que tem aqui na frente, ó. Golf R, escapamentinho central aqui, eu acho muito legal. Audi RS4, esse aqui é de alguns funcionários pelo jeito aí, ó. RS4 amarela aí, bonito isso aí, hein? Caramba, dá uma saudade na minha RS2 aí, aquela dor de ter vendido. Subarinho STI esse aqui parece que é o do dia a dia do Colton mesmo aí, ó. Olha só a neve aqui, ó. Parece aqueles gelo de geladeira. Olha só. Olha só. Pra gente que é brasileiro, não tá acostumado com, né, não nasceu com gelo assim, isso é muito impressionante. É muito impressionante. Dá vontade de tirar agora tudo isso aqui. Mas não vou, vamos entrar. Vamos chegando aqui, ó. Eu já vi que tem carro novo na coleção aqui, ó. Caramba, aqui tá melhor. Olha só, vamos por partes, ó. Pra começar, até essa mesa decorativa aqui, que não é um carro obviamente original, mas tá bonitinho aqui, ó. A Headline aqui, para quem não conhece, é uma empresa que principalmente eles fazem curadoria de carros, assim, tem vários colecionadores aqui que deixam os carros aqui para eles cuidar, para eles expor. Além disso, eles têm também uma oficina de restauração, que obviamente a minha Mercedes está aqui por causa disso, e eles também têm toda a coleção aqui do Colton mesmo, que é o JDM Supreme, que eu vou mostrar para vocês, mas esses carros que estão aqui na frente é uma coleção especificamente aqui, daqui para lá, ó, as Ferraris, talvez as mais raras do mundo, assim. São carros que têm uma história, todos eles, assim, são baixíssima quilometragem, ó. Esse aqui, por exemplo, tem 600, essa ali tem 600 milhas, não, uma 599 GTO não está aqui, mas tem a plaquinha, ó. Aquela ali, ó, 229 milhas no odômetro, mas o carro que mais me chamou a atenção aqui, ó, 288 GTO, 1985. Esse carro aqui é raríssimo, porque ele é literalmente o precursor das F, né, da F40, que temos não tem uma aqui, tinha uma F40 aqui, mas tem uma F50, tem uma Enzo, tem uma LaFerrari, mas essa GTO aqui é o carro assim que, para os caras, assim, os colecionadores, para quem entende de história, é um dos carros mais raros, assim. Essa aqui tem 156 milhas, esse carro aqui. É pristine, impecável. O carro veio do Bahrein, ele ficou a maior parte da vida dele no Bahrein. Imagina, o carro é todo zero aqui, ó, os pneus, tudo impressionante. Ah, que interior maravilhoso. Que coisa linda. Dá pra ver o motor um pouco por aqui, o intercooler ali em cima. Bah, show. Nunca tinha visto essa pessoalmente. Mas aí tem outras coisas aqui, ó. Tem Shelby aqui, ó. Pra quem viu o episódio, né, das semanas atrás, que eu fui visitar a Shelby, a American, lá em Las Vegas. Esse aqui é um Shelby que eles chamam que é o Continuation, ó, que esse carro foi fabricado em 97 e ele é justamente um carro refeito, né, pela própria Shelby. Não é uma réplica, né, é o próprio Shelby, mas é o feito moderno agora. Tem umas modernizações, algumas coisas interessantes. E esse aqui, ó, é um original, ó. Então aquele foi feito em 97, esse foi feito em 65. Esse aqui também é uma versão especial, como é que é, um 289, totalmente clássico. Então imagina aquele carro lá, é um Continuation e esse é um original. Tem aí as Ferraris aqui, e aí Enzo, obviamente. Imagina esse carro aqui, esse naipe de Ferrari é um super carro animal, né? Uma coisa que eu acho muito legal dessa Ferrari é que o motor que tem nela é o mesmo da 599, que nem o do Federico, aquele V12. O Federico Scherifo, que faz Fórmula Drift, e que a gente botou Fueltech, fez turbo, e aquela Ferrari é uma Ferrari relativamente barata, que dá para ter esse motor da Enzo. Então, é uma loucura aí. Tem aí, ó, LaFerrari, F50. Essa F50 aqui é impressionante. Os caras têm aqui, ó, 309 km de quilometragem desse carro. Todos esses carros aqui são 000, né? Impressionante. Mas agora é o seguinte, eu tô procurando o Couto aqui, ver se eu acho ele e vamos bater um papo com ele aí. Okay, now, so I'm really curious. He's holding me here because I'm kidding. We're actually catching up on the project behind the cameras, but it was definitely. I'm excited to see the car. But before seeing the car, you recorded some of the progress to actually get to this point, right?
A lot of the progress. Yeah.
Take a look and watch the progress. I haven't seen any of this footage yet. Again, I love and I hate the way this happens because they keep me secret until I
did it last time.
Because I hate some way, but at the same time it's so cool to be this kind of expectation.
The natural experience, the organic experience is priceless.
So you guys watch some of the progress before we actually see the car finished. So let's get it.
We are a listing search of 500 miles. Still scrolling down. We're going as far as Vermont, which is multiple states away. Looks promising. It's got a black dashboard and tan interior. So during our latest quest, we've got to find a parts car, and it's got to be a 190E. It needs to be a very rare, originally factory black interior. We need plastic door handles. A lot of these are factory original, but they're in black, but we don't have all of the other items, such as a black center console in good condition, various sections in the interior, the plastic cladding as well. There are so many components that just doesn't make sense. These parts are not made any longer. And if we can find a black interior 190E original, something that hasn't been messed with too much, then we are going to be good to go. Unfortunately, this has been our biggest thorn in the side for the last umpteen months. Holy shit. That's it might actually be what we need. Well, it's got a dealer plate on it, so it might be for sale. Let's see, hold on, let's see where he's going. Just follow him. Just following them in the police car right now. Sketchy ass neighborhood. There's a police car over there. These guys aren't gonna expect it, but I think I'm just gonna throw the lights on and we'll get their attention. This neighborhood isn't the greatest. It looks like it's got black seats though. These two people must be like, what the hell is going on right now? It looks like it's got black interior. Well, it's dark out, so there's only one way to find out. Where are they going now? Shit. Just threw the lights on these people. Hold on. Shit. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Yo,
You scared
I'm
the
not.
crap
No,
out
no,
of
no.
me.
I'm not pulling you guys over. This is a 190. Is the interior black or is it blue?
Nah, yeah, this one's got black interior leathers.
Holy shit. Where you guys headed? Is it for sale?
Not really.
It's got a dealer
It
plate.
was my grandmother's car. Got me through college.
Oh
No.
shit.
So it's very sentimental to me.
Would you mind selling it?
Yeah, I gotta catch up on some bills, but I don't think so. I could definitely come by if anything.
Yeah.
And
Yo, if I've got a deal for you, right? If this police car that's behind you can do a bigger, nastier burnout than this thing right here, then you got to at least give it some thought. How about that? Grandma will appreciate it. Grandma will appreciate this.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's my card. It's got
Okay.
the address of my place. If you honestly are about it, then you can swing through and we'll do it. But if I lose, then obviously, you know, you get to see another broken police car.
You know, I would like if somebody took care of this car. I can't.
I'll be honest with you, it's going to be used as a parts car.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a parts
All
car.
right. So
I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be a parts car, but it looks like you just can't find these things with a black interior. We just need like the trim, the plastics, all the stuff inside the, I mean, I assume the doors are still good. This thing's
Oh,
like
yeah.
halfway open, but
Yeah,
like-
she's got her kinks here and there.
yeah, man. Well, dude,
Like I said, she'll run forever, but you're gonna use it as a park car. We can talk about
we're
it.
interested. If you swing by with it, we'll do the damn thing tomorrow. Will be worth your while. I've been trying to find one for a minute for another project car that we have at the shop, and this randomly happened to cut out in front of me when I was halfway down the street. So I apologize. I got the video running.
Oh no, man! Like
All
I
right.
said, you scared the crap out of me.
I'm sorry,
but-
guys, with the lights, dude. I'm sorry with the
all good,
crazy
man.
shit, bro. All right, fellas.
Yo, definitely. I'll hit you up.
See ya. I think we might have found it. There it goes. Thankfully, we didn't get pulling someone over. Hopefully, all goes well. They've got the address to my shop. Tomorrow they'll swing through. He said it was his grandma's car. I was up front with him. We're gonna use it as a parts vehicle. God bless grandma. It's going to a right place. It's definitely going to the right car. Shit, my grandmother would probably wish that she was a part of any project as big as this. Needless to say, that is the car right there. It's everything that we need and we're looking for. It's got a dealer plate on it, so it makes sense it's for sale. Whether it's grandma's or not, I think that $2,000 and a burnout competition will do it for anyone. All right, guys. So just an update. This is the Mercedes that we saw last night floating around my home area, Bridgeport, Connecticut, and it's a 190E with a black interior, which is extremely rare. What's going on, Lewis?
What's going on, man?
Appreciate you
Wanted to take
for
up,
coming
you know,
in
your
today,
offer.
bro. All right, so GoPro just died on me. Everything's been dying on me lately. This is the car that, from what I want to say, this is what we're looking for. It's got the black interior, which is hard to find. A lot of the black trim pieces just don't exist. Most of these cars came with a gray or tan interior or dark blue. Black seems to be the fewest built, or at least around. This car is exactly what we need to finish the 190E Mercedes-Benz of Anderson. So door panels, back seats, speed, good condition, door switches, stuff like this. We're definitely going to need these parts. A lot of the harness was cut, so original harness seems to be intact. The switches don't work. After meeting up last night, after I pulled him over last night, Lewis was a little reluctant to sell the car, but by way of a challenge and a burnout. So this thing versus the cop car, I think I'm gonna win, Lewis. I watched a few videos last night. These aren't the best burnout machines. Wow, there's like some tire shine on that Some shit. Wow. Okay. All right. You might have come prepared, but it is his grandmother's car, and I was totally upfront with him that this will be a donor vehicle, so grandma's legacy will live on in just a higher form. And yeah,
this is for her.
Let's get it going. So if I do win the burnout in the police car, now I haven't drove the police car in a while, so chances are something's either gonna blow up or the training's gonna fail. What do you want for this? Be easy on me.
I know. I'll take 2,500 after the burnout.
I'll give you $2,000 with a deep burnout. But if I win, okay. So if I win $2,000 and then 2,500 if you beat me. And I still don't know what all this shiny shit on the tires is.
Oh,
It is slippery though. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's just some Toyos. They look clean.
Oh,
That's it. You go first.
I'll go first.
There you go.
I don't know, man. It's been a while. Oh. That's a good sign. I mean, I was driving it last night, but only short, like to keep the battery charged. I just got lucky, like running into this dude, you know, like 3 blocks from here. Like this is insane. So, hammer down, $500 burnout. Let me see. I don't even know if this is. Yeah, I think she'll do it. Yeah, I just don't know what the shit on his tires is. I think he's setting me up, bro.
I try every once in a while. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh, best. All right, here we go. No promises here. That might be it. She's so tired. She's so tired, that might be it. I'm worried now. That's actually got me worried. Dude, that's all right. Give it a go, bro. That was my. I'll be fair. That was my one shot. That was the weakest burnout this thing's ever seen in its life.
That one's probably gonna be better than this.
Wow.
Let's see.
That's it. I don't know, man. You got something screwed up.
Hold on. That's some special juice.
Bro, that's what it was. It was tire shine. No, he's crazy. All right, I got one more shot with the police car after though.
All right, one more shot after.
Yo, you guys, tire shine, dude. Where'd you get that from?
Grandma, bro.
Grandma's tire shine.
It's grandma's tire shine.
Shit's gonna work. Shit's gonna work. Just cost me $500. I got a second go though. All right, let's go. That's enough, dude. That's enough. That's enough, dude. All right.
And I'm gonna give it to you with the car, all right?
Shit, I hope so. It cost me $500.
All right, now it's your turn again.
Dude, I'm wrong. All right. I'm not letting this shit go. Hold on, let me try. check engine lights on. Bro, look at this thing. She is done. This car's done. So done. So, all right. If you do better than that, then you get the 500.
All right.
Let's call it.
Sounds good.
I gotta get back to work.
All right.
I'll give it to you, bro.
Like I said,
Thank you very much.
she's reliable.
Man. Yeah, it's got everything I need, dude.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
Hope she does good for you.
Let's run inside and just get the business done. Thank you so much, dude.
Of course.
Sweet. So guys, here it is. It's the Mercedes 190E that we had just bought off Lewis for $2,500. We gave him the extra $500 for the burnout. It is every bit of Mercedes we needed. We've got awesome, hard to find interlock door plastics. We've got handles intact. Also another big item, the window harness is here. These door panels, they're all right, but we're gonna put carbon fiber panels on Anderson's car, which is up on the lift. So we won't need this stuff, but we need everything else inside, including the glass. I was able to find some good Mercedes Benz parts department, if you will, out in California. Actually, Mercedes-Benz Classic, company that I use for restoration projects here at Redline, and I was able to source a few panes of glass, but not everything. So it's this car is going to come through in the absolute most biggest of ways. This is huge. Good stuff. I'm excited to get this thing torn down. Let's go. So we're underneath the 190E, and what I'm doing here is just squaring away the underside of this car. We're gonna end up painting this, cleaning it up, painting it with some undercoating, just re-blacken the underside of the vehicle, clean it up. And these old patch squares, as you can recall, these were from the old roll cage locations, and we had already reinforced the top side of this. So our duty under here is just to clean these guys up and grind all this back to fade it in. So when we spray, our transition isn't like right in your face that there was a ton of work done. So we have them on both rocker panels, front and rear, and also a couple sections in the rear, rear wells. See one right there, and also another one right here. But it is a very nasty job. This stuff is extremely thick, and we do have some areas where it had been applied and then reapplied again. And what I'm going to do is just smoothen these out, so when we re-blacken all this with undercoating, it's all uniform. It doesn't stand out like this right here. This has to get faded in and recoated. It's going to get cleaned up. That gets ground down. These welds aren't going to be perfect, but it's also the underside of the car. For a nearly 40-year-old vehicle, this car is doing very well for an underside of a 190. I looked at a ton of these things for sale, used as parts cars, and sure enough, they were more rotted out than what the car was ultimately worth. You'd spend tens of thousands of dollars just fixing the rust alone on this. But here we are. Clean up a little bit right there. This little tack welding that needs to be done. Coat it. And these are the mounts in the front, actually lift points on the passenger and driver side. Motor trannies in there just for fitment purposes. And all the transition from the front to the rear will be taken care of. I gotta get back to work. We already had a couple close calls. We got one in the glove. We got a talking glove right now. And also another one skipped off and almost took a good chunk of my arm, or the sweatshirt, but they get the job done. And they're fun. I'll live. And we are ready. The entire vehicle has been prepped on the underside. All our problematic areas have been ground down, leveled, cleaned up. Again, utilizing what was there. I've got heavy plastic on the floor because this stuff gives off a lot of overspray, so even the shirt that I am wearing now will no longer be as white as it is. This is my laboratory bench. I've got a bunch of concoctions here to whip up my undercoating. And here's the car. The 190 has been completely masked off to protect all of that fantastic paint work that we did in the past. Just want to make sure that this overspray does not get on any of these painted surfaces, because if it does, it is a wrap. It is going to be almost impossible to get it off. Here's the underside of the vehicle again. These floors, we're going to re-black it. It's going to look clean under here. Transitionally, it's going to come up and slowly fade into this area, just as it did factory. This is the brake line, the lower rocker panel. Again, this at one point was previously textured. And this is the driver's side wheel well region. I pulled out a lot of the wheel well body plugs just so I can make sure that all the undercoating gets up inside of all these nooks and crannies. I'm tripping on the plastic. And here's one more shot of the rear. So after this is done, we'll be able to start disassembling our donor vehicle and reassembling the 190. So let's mix this stuff up and get it. So now the undercoating process is complete on the 190E. I've got to get to cleaning up this mess I have stuff everywhere. This was sticking to my shoes the entire time of this procedure. And I just noticed, oh, I shouldn't have been wearing these things. Ah! Destroyed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Crap. Ah! This stuff has hardener in it, so what it's gonna do is, if I don't get this off now, it's gonna destroy this box. Crap. Who gets a white toolbox? Damn white people. No! Alright. I've got a late night. I'm gonna wrap this up and clean off my toolbox like a ding dong. I didn't put any plastic on it. See ya.
I should want to make sure this thing is rough, not shiny, so the glue can stick better. You know all of this.
You want to say anything special for people that can speak Portuguese? Or like a Viaginho or a...
Can you bring a Brazilian? They speak
Caralho.
Portuguese. Caralho. Don't bring Portuguese, Brazilian, please.
You're doing a nice job, Sergio. Thank you.
You got it?
Got it. And this is the interior for the dashboard. Keep some of this stuff in stock, so I'm running upstairs above Sergio's. And rolls of material. So we've got leathers, convertible top material, and Alcantara. So we're gonna roll a black in here that we pulled for Anderson's dashboard. Sergio's got it downstairs, he's working on it now. It's exactly what we needed, running around taking the doors off the car. But this is coming in super handy. We're gonna be psyched. Gonna wrap the whole dashboard black. Just let Anderson know that we're gonna do this like an hour ago. She looks good, bro. Is everything cleaned up on the inside so we don't make a mess of ourselves when we're taking this apart? Strut towers everywhere in between the ABS. I don't believe we're going to be using the factory ABS system, but everything around the subframe to get at, components-wise, bushings, bolts, hardware, we're going to reuse on Anderson's 190, and we don't want our hands to be an absolute mess. I know I got gloves on, but shit goes everywhere. In the interior, there is no more interior. That's it. This is exactly what we need. All of this good stuff right here. Thank you. So we're gonna get it in on the lift, about right there. And we're gonna go from here to there, back here, back there. That's gonna be a whole bunch of running back and forth. This is exactly what we need. The rear subframe's ready to be dropped. We just have our two front bolts. You got the gun over there? Yeah? Okay. So I'm gonna lower the vehicle down. We're gonna put it on top of this table, get this pressure washed. Just noticed one thing as we were removing the rear subframe bolts and the fuel line, that the car was getting ridiculously front end heavy. So what I did is I just set the ratchet strap, holding the rear body down. Should be all right. So we're going down. All right, right there.
Might snap, man.
So we just go forward with it, backward. We got this right here. Come on. All right. Good. Grab the other side. All right. Stay away from the fucking spring. Hold on. This thing's about to drop. All right, we're out. Yeah. What the hell are you holding on to? Come on. Well, we stuck going. Drive shaft strap. Strap for the drive shaft. Ruh-roh. Yep, we forgot it. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Let's just cut it. Those bolts are all seized up on the top anyway, so grab the Sawzall from Troy. And we're just gonna do that thing. We don't need it. Yeah, some of the stuff we can use. Some of the stuff obviously we can't. But the rear end looks like it had some work recently. Like rear subframe bushings. Hardware is a big thing. But we're not gonna use any of that, obviously. Okay. Got it. All right. Good? All right, so we're finally coming down, and Kev, you gotta pressure wash the rear end on this thing, bro. Don't go too far. You gotta put those brand new clothes to work today. Crazy wearing that shit today. My adopted children. Thank you, Al. Fuck yeah, bro. 2, 3. All right, so here we are. Brake lines, fuel lines. Not much we need, but the car was in decent shape. Wow. The front end is definitely something we're gonna need. Hub assemblies, these are in great shape. Yeah. Typical 80s Mercedes. Sweet. So this is the work environment for Anderson's 190E. We have the engine, the location, obviously turbo in place. All the suspension is laid out on the table, at least the front and part of the rear suspension. We've got upgraded AMG. I believe they're C32 AMG calipers. Rear differential right there. This is the upgraded rear subframe with all the extra welds and the gussets, because these cars are notoriously, they crack in the rear subframes. We have end links, we have suspension for days over here. There you go. Guys over at Ground Control hooked us up with this stuff. We have new bushings. These are the wheel bearings and hub assemblies that came off that car. Chances are we'll use the units that are on that vehicle. These are just, over the years, they got a little rusty. Original stuff there. This is the suspension that we tried using the first time to get the fender wheel clearance. This is the cut springs that we had modified. Then at one point we just completely took the springs out. So I believe the new units will be short enough that we can get them up underneath there and clear our wheel arches. Steering box has been blasted, cleaned up. All of those links get changed. The inside of the floor is all painted. We've got some of the interior in place, the center console, the dash. We're not sure if we're gonna obviously keep the tape deck. That would be pretty crazy. And don't forget the cassette holder. Fancy, fancy. So all that gets wrapped in Alcantara. The dashboard's over with Sergio right now getting done. And we've got a fuel cell coming in. It's gonna sit right about there. But yeah, this is how we do. The doors, suspension, carbon fiber door panels, the buckets. To give you guys an idea, once you disassemble 2 complete vehicles, you need like roughly 5 or 6 car spaces. So we've got this thing on the lift, and then when this comes apart, it's going to accommodate all this area. And then interior, these are parts that should be sanded, buffed, final fit, assembly, and paint. If paint is necessary, then we'll bring it downstairs. The remaining doors, the last one to be removed, the original seats out of the Cosworth, and we have a whole bunch of rubbers and gaskets. These were all the door seals that we bought new at one point, and they just didn't fit. So we have like, I don't know, hundreds of dollars in gaskets that we've just attempted and tried, and nothing fits better than the original, but we can just clean it up with a little solvent on the original stuff, and it comes out better than the new. Intake, heater box, the old door panels, a little beat up, wiring, electrical. This stuff is a lot of wiring, electrical, and interior. These are all door handles, accessories, door trim, the rubbers that we do like, door panels, and we have interior work, and obviously the hood. OCD kicking in. Organization is key when you've got multiple vehicles apart. If there is no organization, then you have no completion, period. Just taking a look at quick what else we have in the shop. This is a SRT engine directly from Chrysler. It's one of the Hellephant engines, so it makes roughly 1,000 horsepower, and it's going in this old school Charger. Tubular control arms, suspension, Willwood brakes. We've got AC lines hidden in the fender. This guy right here is going to be one bad mamma jamma. Rear differential, third member. I mean, we've got a serious fuel system here. So it'll make about 1,000, probably 1,000 of the wheels. And on the other side of things, which might actually be faster than that, is our International Scout that we're building. Massive turbo, LS. 6-speed and all-wheel drive. All right, back to work. New suspension going in Anderson's 190. We've got the front end up. A little sneak peek. We also have the rear going together, third members in it. We've got the rear lower arms, bushings, all this stuff's getting replaced. This will probably be the only remaining part in there. Front hub assemblies, these are getting changed out. Bearings are a little played. We're gonna clean this, blast these guys. These are these big, honky, new replacement bearings in good condition. Again, all the hardware needed. Gonna get back to work here. Exciting, good stuff. Parts that need to get clean, sanded, buffed. Did a little more reorganization. The doors are done over there. Making some progress. So the first wheel bearing is out. I did this one off camera just because of how dangerous this procedure can be. This is a 25-ton shop press built specifically for pressing out these wheel bearings. This vehicle had roughly 140 to 180,000 miles and 30 years worth of wear and tear. So as you can already see, it's got some rust on the outside edge. It gave way just around 40,000 PSI. Made me jump, I'll be honest. I'll bang the other one out on camera. This one here was just to kind of test the parameters on how far I had to push this thing. This is the circlip that was on the inside of this bearing. It goes in from the bottom like so to hold it in place. And this is your wheel hub. So hub sits in right on the inside of this bearing, like so. The bearings themselves, yeah, they could have been in better shape. The grease was still there, and there was no signs of, the bearings weren't blue. So as long as, you know, the bearings aren't turning colors, then they're still good somewhat, but this car deserves everything new. So without questions asked, we're going forward to the bearing number 2. Little pressure. All right, she's out. was 32,000 pounds. So as you can see, I do have a lot of the suspension components missing. We have started some test fitment this way. Trial fitment on the location of some of these bushings. I will say this is the first time for me on the 190 chassis, and these are custom links and control arms, support arms if you will. I just have them lightly sitting in position. The bushings do still need to be pressed on these. I want to make sure that they're in the right locations because some of the bushings are actually wider and some obviously shorter than others. So I want to make sure that they're being pressed in the right place the first time, because trying to take them back out later, the bushing isn't going to be as solid as it was the first time. So this seems to be a very loose, correct location. The spring is not in place. We do have 4 units in place there. This side is the hub that I was working on. It's under construction right now. We had that nasty ball joint that had to come out, and it was actually a bushing rather, and it was giving us a little bit of a problem. So for now, this is, I'm liking this layout. I'm gonna start pressing the bushings in the locations, and we're going to start reassembling and cleaning up this driver's rear hub assembly. So here we go. Test fit process, good stuff. Ground control, it's where we got most of this, these components from. There aren't so many instructions online how to install this, and I don't have time to reach out to tech support, so I'm just winging it, and it seems to fit all right. Not bad for a first time. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Oh! Scares the shit out of me every time. Look. Okay, we're just about at its limit, so. Then I'll release this, and then we'll drop the rest to the bottom. Oh, shit. Spent some time with Bob. This is crazy. Oh no. Got an issue with the C-clip. So the hub pushed through the bottom. Obviously it was enough force to minimize the displacement in between the ring and the bearing. So it pinched it, and now she's frozen. If I gotta push the bearing this way using this inner race, it's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna slide through the bottom. So I just need to pound this ring out without scathing the inner walls of the hub. This is a typical Mercedes thing. I kind of fought with this on the last hub. Got it. So, little tip of advice, save your old bearings and pieces of your old bearings to press out or in the new bearing. So right here we're going to use a section of our old unit from the other wheel hub, and then we'll just do one of these. Oh, this takes forever. Contact. I jump every time with this damn thing. Why did it stop? That'd be it. Socket lightly. That's it. It's not really moving. So I forget what the last one looked like. So we're expecting another one of these. Holy sh! Yeah, we can still use this one again. We could reuse this. We could clean this up. This is nice. This is nice. That'll pass tech right there. That's tech inspection. This one, not so much. I'll have to weld this one up. I'm just kidding. Both junk. Both junk. But I do know a guy that can fix this. I know a guy. Yeah, we all know guys. Shit's so bad. Wow. This is a Hall of Fame. Okay. So close. So the remaining door rubbers had to be chopped. The reproduction stuff doesn't fit. I reused a lot of the original components. We were able to clip the ends, as you just saw on the bandsaw. I made this one fit and slightly chopped the reproduction inner vent window rubber, and it meets perfectly in the center. This door is done. That door's done. That door's done. Again, similar, same situations. This was actually a piece of a much larger section that went for the front door, and we were able to utilize it. Everything on this table is pretty much original stock factory. This came off the donor car, but I was able to use a new front seal for that. So I did get lucky in some instances. More often than not, I was unsuccessful and just had to make my own. So lessons learned on a 190 moving forward. If you ever restore or purchase one of these cars and it's in rough shape, get a donor vehicle like that car right there. Without it, none of this would have been possible. It's mind-blowing, because it's a year in production where those vehicles still have yet to accrue in value, or appreciate in value rather, to a point where individuals are outsourcing components and willing to pay the money, so a lot of these factories can, how can I say, restart their whole entire assembly line specifically for making parts, new old stock for 190Es. It's just it's stuck right in the middle. So within the next 5 years, I'm sure we'd see a lot more of that. Carbon fiber door panel is on. Inner pull support. This is to get the door closed when you're inside. Door locks, latches, and mechanisms do work. This is a clean look. It does have 2 metal tabs on the inside. I'll show you a little more about the install. There is a slew of hardware that came with this. I don't know if I have enough screws here to do all 4 doors, but we're gonna leave that for Anderson's decision. I do like the clean look. It is clipped in 2 areas. It's held on by the inner door handle and also this rear latch shroud. And you also have the locking mechanism for the top of the door. So yes, hardware for that will stay for the time being. I have the other 3 sections to install. They just slide on at this point and the handles get installed. Nothing crazy. We do have the suspension on the back of the vehicle, which is, I mean, it's pretty sweet. I love this stuff. The rear subframe, bushings, hardware is in a temporary fitment mode. I do have one more issue with the brakes. As you can see, this is the factory rotor. It sits inside of the original dust shield. It's not too typical for car manufacturers to bed the rotor inside that dust shield. However, if we were to throw our new rotor in place, what we have is a massive fitment issue. You can actually hear it grinding the back, and that's after I applied a little pressure on it, probably a little too much pressure, and it started knocking into the end links, the subframe. So I don't want to go any further with that. I just have to cut it. I actually have a pen on me. It's gonna go something like, you can see right here and right there. Those are the main contact points. And if we were to cut it, it's gonna do one of these, come up on the inside of this pan, down, and then just kind of fade off. So with that said, It eliminates all the scraping, the drag, and it also allows the new rotor to go on much further. So as we go over to the front, these are massive brakes. So these originally, I'll give you a little backstory, these are on an SL55 AMG. The conversion for this is simple. Just get large wheels and remove your dust shields. They're massive. So you could get the SL55 brake kit, which is just obviously calipers and rotors, or you can go with the SL55 Sport. There's no difference in diameter. I think the only difference between the two, the Sport and the regular line, is just one's got cross-drilled slotted rotors and the other one has just regular vented. So no difference on diameter. So I believe, I may be corrected, we've got this bad boy in place. It will require a little finagling. Unfortunately, we lose our safety pin somewhere on the disc. It just doesn't line up. This hole is not coherent to this hole on the back of our hub. So unfortunately, we don't have any, as in most cases these vehicles have this little safety screw. We don't have that here. So suspension is up in place. These are the ABS sensors, all that fun stuff. We've got the steering wheel. We already started laying out the pedals. We'll drop the car down. Try to pull it. It's taking forever. So slow. Come on, let's go. Anderson's on his way. We don't have time for this stinking slow ass motherfucking lift. All right, pedal assembly is in place. I'm not sure if that will be the final assembly. It is to be determined by our friend Anderson. The steering column is in place. We have our booster and master as well. And last but not least, we have our dash bar, which also adds a ton of support from the left to right side of the vehicle. We didn't pre-plan this one. It was done with the dash support out, and it was totally gutted when we put the roll cage in. And unfortunately, we do have a couple of the holes. I mean, we just totally missed the mounting location for the passenger side. Something that we landed, I mean, I want to say it was probably just a few tenths off over there, and having to refinagle around this corner, it all added up along the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to clip this and make it so it slides in, and that side should be something like a clip the ears off it and maneuver it out. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to call our friend Ricky Bobby to come do some fantastic fabrication finagling. There's the rest of the interior right there. We have our dashboard still being wrapped by our in-house interior guy, Sergio. Taking a little too long for that dashboard. I kind of need it, buddy. And caliper. So these rotors, these are just some Duralast jobbers. We have our Brembo brakes on the way, the Brembo rotors. Unfortunately, it's just taking us a little too much time in shipping. We've had a bunch of snow days lately, and everything seems to be taking longer than expected. So we're gonna use our mock-up big rotors just to get the car on the ground. I've got some chopping and surgery to do on the inside lip here. I'm gonna clean it up so it looks well. It'll hide. I still wanna have some sort of splash shield or protection behind the backside of that rotor, in that massive caliper. Sits right there. It is what it is, and if Anderson wants to move it later, then so be it. This car's coming out awesome. Excited. I'm gonna get back to work because we see Anderson in 24 hours. So I forgot to give a shout out to the donor car. This is absolute savagery right now. We've got the interior out. We've got a section of the harness. We have a heater core on the floor, battery tray, which we no longer need, brake booster. We used Anderson's original brake booster, wipers, entire body control, fuse junction right there, and we have additional ECUs. We're not going to use that stuff. We might use bits and pieces of this, but for now I just want to get everything out, and then when the car's done, then we'll start throwing it away. But until then, most of what we see here is usable and good stuff. It's very hard to find pieces for these vehicles. This is an original 4-cylinder, And from what I've learned is that the bottom end on this car is actually the same bottom end that's on our little race car. So for what it's worth, we're probably gonna pull that bottom end and build it at some time later. But it's just cool to know, like if you've got a Cosworth head and you just have a regular 8-valve bottom end, then you can put something together. I mean, it's the same stuff. That's why these cars are so interchangeable. I was just completely mind blown that engine has anything to do with the motor that's in there. Dashboard out. This is what it looks like. Yes, we're going to get the air conditioning system and the heater core out of this thing. I believe Anderson's going to want AC in that car. If not, at least we have the option to do so. And this is what these cars look like from behind the dash. It's a typical German car. There's a lot of over engineering on this thing. I mean, like, again, this vacuum system that we've been so delicate with, it's just got dead mat for days. You've got layers of stuff you have to pull up just to access most of the hard to find parts that we need, connectors, so on and so forth. I had a chance to really look in the trunk. The guy's been doing a fantastic job with this. I've got a little assistance from my people here, and I'm not quite sure what to do with this donor car after. I mean, it can still live on. There's still great parts on this. Whether they're going to keep it and do something else or build another car off it, I'm not sure. It's in actually decent condition. So, yeah, shout out to the parts car. Let's do a photo shoot with her. Just one last farewell. Perfect dashboard. Beautiful dashboard. All right, so you better care for him. Betty. What am I stuck on?
What the fuck?
What the fuck happened, my friend? No scratch the bar.
Oh, here.
Ruh-roh.
Take out that.
And similar thing on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, because like that, your cut is where it should be. Lewis's is over to the left.
Good Lord. Thank God this is fair dashboard. To cut this to clear the roll bar on the inside and also modify that inner rear dash brace that goes along the front of the car. This is our old crusty dashboard, the original out of the 190. It's good to have a spare one so we're not cutting into a very nice dashboard. Just guessing. I mean, we can measure only with so much, and then obviously having a template means everything. So, all right, round 2.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
Dashboard. Round 2.
Round 2. Alright, that one's in.
More. We're really gonna have to
Murder this fucking dash.
or murder the corner at least. All the way.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah. There's nothing there's no mounting tab on the end of it,
I would
so.
just, yeah, follow that fucking line.
Yeah. We can always add and rebuild later, but if we keep it symmetrical on both sides, then it's gonna obviously look all right.
I think I'm on it. Let's see, hold on. There's a hole right here I'm trying to line it up with just to get an idea. I think
Side is not bad.
I think it might have to come. I feel like it's a little bit to the right. Yeah.
There's a mounting hole right here, tab.
That
I
one?
think it's gotta go
I mean to the left.
right
of
there,
it,
and then forward. So it still has to go forward. If this position's correct,
Yeah.
you see like there's a little dash mount underneath here,
Yeah, yeah.
up in the corner. So this little guy here, and you might have one. Is there another one over in the? There's another little tab right here. So, I mean, this dashboard comes way off to the edge. Well, I don't know. Honestly, it's that screw right there. Nope, speaker. That's the speaker screw, maybe. So I still have to take a little more out of there. So after murdering this old crusty dash here, we realized two things. The dashboard had to go in a little further than expected, so we trimmed out the inner side of the speaker, but that's not a problem because we can also cap this off. And when we finish the new dashboard, this it'll look a lot cleaner. This area down here, which is the lower dash support, the actual dash support itself, is gonna have to go in roughly, I wanna say 1/2 inch. So we will have to slightly modify this bar and then tie it into an area of the roll cage. It'll also add a lot of stability for what it's worth. So it's also it's a little bit of a gift and a curse here.
My screws, just so I can line it all up.
Yeah, we should have a reunion.
We should have a what?
A reunion?
A reunion?
For what? We get all the good guys together. We get EJ.
Bro, the shit's on record right now.
Bro, don't get him started on PJ, bro. Please, please. He'll be going in.
We'll have a quinceañeros for them, so you know, celebrate them growing up.
The only Spanish one here is fucking Ricky, bro.
Okay, awesome. Is it good? It looks good. The car's way the fuck up there, I can't. For these weird characters.
Hell yeah.
Dirty. You're a dirty motherfucker, bro.
Hell yeah.
Scary bastard. Alright. We need to fit the dash again, or we Gucci?
No, it's Gucci. I just gotta do the backside and it's awesome.
So going and cleaning the insides of the door jambs. This was the paint line in the transition from the rear to the front. Sprayed it twice. And if you ever get in a situation where you have a very, very sharp paint line, simply grab a piece of cardboard, any old cardboard, and just rub the edge, and what it'll do is actually file down all of your sharp paint edges without burning into the paint. Obviously, if you're RoboCop and you're sanding this thing like a million miles an hour, then you're going to do some damage. But this is your safest and easiest, most effective, and cost-effective way of cleaning all this up. Doing this before the doors go on the car. We are good. 19-inch rotiforms. These things are chunky. Just got them on for the first time with the new suspension. And here's the front wheel right there. Going up right here. We took a measurement 0.3 seconds ago. And the distance of the wheel lightly touches the inside of the strut casting. So, or the outside rather. I want to be sure that we're not just throwing it up there and it's banging around the backside of this beautiful wheel. So I'm guessing it's probably 3 if we can take any out. And here, see if our calculations are correct. Damn, it's a huge wheel. Holy shit. Not bad. How far? Yeah, oh, it's probably like maybe 2.
Can we remove them?
I mean, it's not much. I'll measure it with the micrometer. Just get a closer estimate later, but this is sway bar in place, front suspension. We have our ABS sensor. We have our steering components and lower control arms. We'll get the doors on it. I'm gonna get the car on the ground, and it's almost 10 p.m. We have a little more ways to go underneath the back, as you can see. We've got our hardware in there, freshy fresh. We've got the rear strap, because we had to compress the control arms in the back, and we didn't want this thing to go flying forward. So, good old trusty strap on the upper door hinge for safety. This is crazy. These wheels are nuts. 19. It's dope. I've seen them in 18s, but never in 19 in person. Yes.
Go ahead. Good? Let me get that other side.
So, we're definitely gonna have to move the car out of the way. And put the doors on. Damn, this shit is solid though.
That looks good.
Oh, we gotta tighten that up. Yep. That's why. I'm like, yo, why is this thing slamming around? She's loose. Yeah, we'll just stand on it and stop and down. Pow. So all of this brace, you could zoom in on some of these welds, or just show it up close. Ricky was able to.
These are the ones Ricky did today?
Yeah, he was able to size this up. We clipped both mounts off, both plates. And it's actually going to be, it's going to add a lot more rigidity to the chassis instead of just bolting it to the sides of the inner door structure. these, I mean, like, there's nothing stronger and more stable than obviously a roll cage. So mounting it direct, less flex, it adds more rigidity and strength to the cage. We cut the inner speaker wells to get this to clear. I'll be honest with you, this dashboard is for sacrificial purposes only, and it did its job well. So everything seems to clear as it should. I mean, our headlight switch clears. The new dashboard, when we get it wrapped, if Sergio finishes it ever, then it'll have similar contours, but what we'll do is we'll keep a lot of the inside structure to that speaker well, so it encapsulates more of the corner of the roll cage. It doesn't look so botched. There won't be like a huge hole there. But it's nice. It should stay there, right? Probably go this way now.
Lower it.
Yeah, you can lower it now. That's insane. The movement in this thing, bro. You see how far? Just look at how adjustable the suspension is. It's insane. It's not, obviously, it's not clamped down super tight now. It's just for tolerances and seeing where we can add and give. But it's all there. It is fucking absolutely amazing. This stuff is crazy. For like a stock, just like some bolt-on upgrades to the rear, just changing a few end links, and that's a lot. Yeah. We'll go forward first, and then we'll slide it back. So keep going. Yep. Dude, look at that. I'm amazed. Like, usually when I see some shit like that driving down the street, I'm like, something broke in the rear of the car. Or they just purposely fucked it up. But wow. That's crazy. It's impressive. Anderson just showed up. He walked by with his crew just across the front. He has yet to see the car in its current condition. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it. So when he walks through that door right there, he has no idea what he's about to hit him. So hopefully he likes what he sees. I've been a little behind schedule for many reasons, which I probably don't even have enough time in the day to discuss. Needless to say, here we are, we're back, and he'll be excited to see the progress. Let's see his natural reaction. You guys are going to experience it with him for the first time.
Okay, you guys seen already? I haven't seen anything. Can I see now?
Yes, yeah. Let's get the natural reaction. Yeah, natural
Okay.
reaction. So,
Olha ali, ó. Tá ali, ó. Tá lá embaixo da capa.
so this is the donor car,
Aham.
obviously.
Esse é o doador.
We've dropped the subframe in this thing multiple times. We were getting bits and pieces of hardware where we needed it, sections of the, oh no!
Battery. You know, right?
Ah!
No worries.
Let me get a battery. Hardware here and there, brake lines, some of the pre-bent stuff. It's all in good condition. We can just scuff it down and replace it. Air conditioning system, which was complete in case if you do decide to put AC in it. We like to have that option, obviously.
The
So
one thing I need to save on this is
my custom GoPro mount. And it's adjustable.
Good. I need to save the engine block on that later.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I know because both of these blocks are
Hard to find.
both very hard to find, and they're the same engine. So
Yeah, just the head.
just the head is different.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot in my Mercedes days. So yes, the donor car is there. We're still going through it. Harness, heater core box, vacuum system. As you can see, this fragile vacuum system is all, if it's cracked as it comes out, If this line is cracked anywhere, it's no good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and you can see these fittings, there's just not a regular vacuum hose. It's a compression style. So, updated version. But there are also some differences in this car that put up a fight. Anyways, so.
What, can I take the cover off?
Yeah, it's your car. Of course.
Olha aqui, ó.
Yep, that's all we get. We got to put it back now.
Oh, I like the ride height. Oh, the brakes.
Those mirrors are something that,
Yeah.
they're special mirrors, but they'll work with it. We'll work with it.
Olha o retrovisor. Are those the new glasses?
Many of the pieces are new. Whatever we could find from Mercedes, we replaced. Everything else that was unavailable were obviously discontinued. I have a pile of glass pieces here.
Okay.
Tons of glass that we went through. So ordered some new where we could find it, and then anything else we sourced the best possible replacement online, and then we went with cleaning it up. There's a lot of sanding, buffing, and now the door cladding and the rockers, but getting the doors on and the alignment. I have the strikers that are all on that car that I still have to. We welded additional bars on the inside. Door card is test fitted over here. There's we had a few fun aspects. I'll explain later. Yeah, some of that trim is actually used and old. We made all the rubber look new because a lot of it's discontinued, or the reproduction is just it's not measured in the same metric. So you need a parts car for a lot of this stuff. This panel, there was no force or pressure here, but it's starting to naturally crack. Maybe because the amount of clear that they used, I'm not sure. But this will be part of, we can paint this section, either probably in a gloss black and then do the line here and then a ghost line there. It's easy. So there's a method to the madness on some of it. There's also a lot of hardware that goes on the door that I didn't install yet because it looks a little too chrome flashy. The door handles, mechanisms, keys do work. But this is your
The new key.
That is your key because we swapped the ignition from this car to this one because of the vacuum system, and the latching mechanisms are slightly different because we use the door handles.
He's missing here. Okay.
The dashboard was your original dashboard,
Okay.
but we had to cut and reshape a few times because on the other side of this was your dashboard brace, and it didn't fit any longer because of the roll cage. So we clipped it and we welded it directly to your roll cage, but in the factory position. So we begun to assemble pedal boxes, we begun to assemble some of the steering, obviously, as you see. The suspension on this car is amazing. It's all looks very brand new under there now. I took photos and videos of it before the installation.
Oh yeah. Okay.
One bolt, one hardware down there. I want to hydro vapor hone and make it look nice. Replaced some of it. It is loose right now because I wanted to show you the movement on this. But you can, if you had to, Anderson, you could take this wheel, and this is just, look at how much this thing will, the adjustment.
You can really play with the alignment.
Unbelievable. It's almost like a dedicated track car suspension. Very adjustable. The rear calipers are not on it. The adapter plates are not as exact as I'd like them to be, so we're just finite dialing those in. Front calipers went on because the front calipers are just a spacer. They just had a shim behind them. But the hubs, when you put the hubs on, there are some aspects of the hubs that you do have to nip a little bit off to get that rotor on. So the SLK55 non-sport brakes. The sport brakes, I believe, might be just ever so slightly different in diameter. And the non-sports are cross-drilled, the sports are cross-drilled and slotted. Very, very small, but small inconsistencies that make just big changes in the overall geometry of the suspension. So it's crazy. You know, we call up a Mercedes dealer and they're like, well, don't you want the sport brakes? Because it's something custom, they're better. And we're like, no, we can't because the tolerances are so tight.
Yeah.
But these are not, I haven't seen a 19-inch wheel in this car. Are there any others
I've never seen this wheel
on these vehicles?
Yeah, and honestly, I feel, I know it's almost to the limit, especially to touching, but I love the size of
it. It looks perfect, yeah. It looks perfect.
And the color of these Rotiform wheels are amazing.
Awesome.
I love it.
And we started doing the sway bars still had to mount in the front. Sway bars mounted in the rear. Underneath the hood, we began to, obviously, you see some of the, put the hood hinges on it in place. Okay. The brake booster is in place. It should just sit back right there. Vapor hone the valve cover. There's a little more touch up to do, but it's not like, you know, it's less aggressive than sandblasting because it's magnesium and you can't. These things, obviously, they naturally deteriorate, so you have to be very delicate with them. Obviously, suspension, coilovers, everything's very easily adjustable there. We can get all the travel we need out of these. Yeah, there's just been a continuous pressing all the bushings and changing the hub bearings and fun is amazing equipment. The bad stuff is that all the reproduction is garbage. Like your door seals, and I have a lot of this stuff on camera, but for example, yeah, this is my wall of shame right here. These door seals, the size of this door seal, massive. And it's measured and spec'd on a different measurement scale. It's not the same as what's in there. So when I go to put this rubber in, it wouldn't allow the windows to go up and down. And this is direct from, you know, from the guys that are supposed to know the most. So a lot of what you see there, we cleaned up and made new. All your locking mechanisms, the windows go up and down, everything's been tested. I tested the regulators, the motors, I greased. All the key locks work. The harnesses are done. It's just the remaining section of the door harnesses would be obviously window switch, the connections are there, and the hard plastic vacuum lines, the central system which runs from the front of the vehicle to the absolute back, where the trunk. Your fuel system obviously goes in here. I left this raw. We're going to clean up the edges and then to frame it the way it should be. And all of this gets, you know, polished and cleaned because the underside of the car was all done with rocker guard and a protectant. So you're driving down the road and it's not going to be as abrasive, as loud. It's gonna make the car feel a little more solid. So that was essentially where we re-began the process, was the underside, stripping and cleaning of the underside and spraying, making it look presentable and obviously protect it.
Esse é o painel original dela aqui, ó, que dizia 181.000 milhas, ó. E o carro o doador ali, 139.000. A diferença deles é que um mostra 140 milhas por hora, o outro 160. Esse aqui é os instrumentos originais, ó, do que tinha no meu carro.
Very hard to find now. It's very hard to find one of those.
Viram aí, junto comigo, né, puxar a capa do carro. É emocionante ver o carro. Obviamente, todo mundo tem a ansiedade de querer ver pronto logo, né? Eu não sabia exatamente o estado que ia sair por baixo da capa. E tu olha assim, tem um monte de coisa que foi feita, mas ainda falta um monte de coisa para ser feita, né? Então, as coisas assim que legais, obviamente toda a suspensão, querendo ou não, um trabalheiro assim, a gente teve que comprar 2 suspensões, teve que tirar um monte de coisa do outro carro, teve que montar os freios aqui, deu certo, várias coisas, a altura do carro conseguiu bater, certo. O motor aqui no lugar já está com uma cara assim de as coisas encaixando, né? Essa parte das portas aqui, ó, realmente dá nós tínhamos que comprar o outro carro para tirar a parte das borrachas originais porque as paralelas não estavam funcionando, ó. Tava mostrando aqui, ó. Essas aqui foram tudo borracha a maioria delas aqui são novas, borracha de vidro nova que eu comprei reprodução, que simplesmente não fecha o vidro, ela não tem as medidas certas, sabe? E aí, outra razão que teve que pegar as borrachas do carro de doador ali, né? Aqui, por exemplo, os miolos de chave, coisas que também não aparecem, que ele estava me explicando. Por exemplo, isso aqui é o miolo de chave, ó, que tem os segredos aqui, ó, que eles trocam aqui, ó. Então eles fizeram toda uma combinação de segredo para poder usar uma chave em todos no porta-mala, na porta, na ignição. São coisinhas que dão trabalho. Isso aqui, por exemplo, é o mecanismo de porta, ó. Eles são diferentes. Um é o do carro doador aqui, o outro do outro. Ó. Ele tem um ângulozinho diferente. Acaba pegando essas peças aqui para fechar as portas. Todos os vidros aqui, deu um trabalhão assim de fazer o mecanismo fechar. E uma coisa que ele estava explicando, nesse carro as travas assim são tudo a vácuo, ó. Por exemplo, isso aqui, ó, é o sistema que veio no meu carro. E o sistema novo é um sistema, em vez de ser essa mangueirinha encaixada por cima, ele é um engate rápido, que é melhor. Então eles pegaram tudo do doador e botaram ali. Aqui tu vê, ó, as maçanetas e porta e acabamentinho, tem todas essas pecinhas aqui, tem que arrumar, tem que fazer, tem que deixar em dia. Aqui eles estão, os mecanismos, por exemplo, de vidro, ó, os botões de vidro, que tinha um vidro que não estava funcionando. Toda a parte aqui, ó, de painéis aqui, né, que ele estava mostrando já antes. Todos os acabamentos de painéis, as peças aqui, as placas, ó, os painéis originais, o que cada um faz. Aquela placa ali atrás é uma placa de fibra de carbono, que ela vai faz o acabamento das coisas. Aqui do lado tá os estribos lateral, os vidros, eles conseguiram usar, então a gente conseguiu botar vidro novo, praticamente tudo, ó. Vidro novo aqui, ó. Todos os mecanismos aqui dentro de porta, de trava, de tudo como é que faz. O painel que está aqui, ó, é o painel que veio no carro, estava realmente em um estado bem ruim, mas eles botaram só para cortar por causa do Santo Antônio e para entender. E aí tem dois painéis, tem um que a gente tinha comprado, esse aqui, ó, ou esse aqui é o do carro doador, ó, que ele está bem em melhor estado, assim, tu vê que até surpreendente, assim, o estado dele. Eu vou te falar que não precisaria nem encapar, se quiser deixar. Mas a gente está na dúvida de encapar ele com alcântara, né? Aqui a gente tem os bancos para colocar, que são aqui embaixo, que são os bancos do carro, que são os bucket seats que senta atrás, né? Que eu brinco que eu quero que tenha 5 lugares para poder levar as crianças e aí para dar uma volta, né? Ali estão os bancos da frente, que vão ser, né, fixos, e esses ali eles têm alcântara no meio, então a gente quer bater aquilo ali. Os forros de porta, né, que eu já mostrei, é o que está no carro ali, que são de fibra de carbono, ó. E é exposto, ó, até translúcido, dá pra ver, ó. E aqui tem o carpete, que o dog tá aqui cheirando. Realmente queria ver o carro pronto, né? Tô querendo ver o carro pronto, uma das razões que eu vim aqui também é para poder ver pessoalmente, porque não tem uma ligação, assim, um telefonema é uma coisa que tu não consegue simplesmente resolver tudo, né, do carro. Então tem que parar e vir olhar, ver o que precisa, ver onde é que travou. Acho que arranjar o carro o doador ali foi um dos grandes saltos ali para poder fazer o carro andar, sabe? Now we need to think what's the next steps and how do you see.
I have my list.
You have?
I'll send you my whole list. Yeah.
Okay.
I kept a notepad on a few things I can remove now because we made a little more progress, but you know, ETA expectations and also a few things, personal preference. So if you're going to go with a seatbelt harness, the location, if you're going to run the switch panel, which wires, and then I can extract the unnecessary stuff, and it'll be much more streamless, pain-free moving from here.
One thing I was debating, What if, do you have anybody or to do the golden
Yes.
painting
Yep.
on that part?
Yes.
Okay.
I have my ideas and I have the people,
Uh-huh.
but it's I've seen a couple renderings too.
Uh-huh. We need to go
So
to
there's
define the final render.
Yeah, we need one final render because once
Yeah.
that goes on, there's
Yeah, absolutely.
no turning
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So a lot of personal preference things. Outside of the suspension and the brakes, there's, we can give the suspension and the brakes a week from being complete.
Uh-huh.
I have all the brake lines again. It wouldn't have been possible without this car.
Yeah.
So we're able to get so many items, door switches, and again brake lines and small rubbers, bushings.
Yeah.
It's really just picking this thing apart until that car is done. Yeah, there's a few animals back there that live back there. Quite a few.
No kidding.
It was like a hotel back there. Yes.
That's-
Yeah. I don't know how they got back there because it's like down underneath the heater box. So it's hard to imagine that this car was just running.
Just running like that.
Yeah, it was just running. But I think that the next step on where we are with this, I was going to pull off these latches today. So the doors lock, close, open,
Uh-huh.
done. And the dashboard strategy, preparing the harness, switch panel, just answers from you on that.
I'd say the wipers probably keep the OEM.
OEM wipers, that's
Yeah.
why we pulled it out
Yeah.
of this car.
They
This
even-
OEM wipers.
But even
nicer.
the control for them, it's probably okay to be the OEM.
The harness on it, it's a peculiar plug. We do have the female end of it.
Uh-huh.
So if you wanted to, directly to the switch
Yeah.
panel, for cleanliness, we could.
Okay.
Or
I see what
or
you're
the
saying. Yeah.
original one is on the steering column. So
Uh-huh.
brake booster's good. We do have to rebuild the front brake calipers, the replacement, the AMG brake calipers that we
Uh-huh.
use for the SLK. Two of the seals, one seal on each cup, they were just bleeding through. So
You have to
recommend
rebuild.
rebuilding that, obviously, would be the next. I would just rebuild all four. We have the remainder of brake system. I mean, it's really just electrical, interior, brakes. The pipe is going to be easy for the intercooler. There does need to be two mounts made at the bottom. We were just using hockey pucks.
Remember, we have the intercooler piping. This side is done.
We have two. We've got the intercooler and the fan. I believe Vinny might have
Yeah.
begun to take a look at this.
Yeah.
But again, that is with or without AC. So that also might dictate the placement.
Oh, the here.
Yep, rear calipers.
Freios traseiro aqui, ó.
The size of the
suspension.
rotors
Uh,
are night and day difference. Like
oh, the front and the
Yeah.
Oh, the OEM.
the
versus-
OEM compared to
Oh, yeah.
that, it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
These rotors that are on there now
Uh-huh.
are just test rotors. They're regular like Duralast
Uh-huh.
rotors, but because Brembo had a back order on
Ah,
the actual rotor itself. So yeah, we wanted to upgrade things where we
Uh-huh.
could. So those are your original end links, ball joints. We have
Intercooler.
more bushings. We have more links. We had two different kits, so we did have some from ground control. In both components, there were bonuses of one and there were downsides of the other.
Okay.
So we did
So it
was
mixed
did
together.
a blend, correct? The blend of the best.
Ó, esse é os freios traseiro, ó, novo, que a gente pegou de uma Mercedes da SL, alguma coisa assim. E esse é o
Yeah, rear
freio anterior.
SLK 55, and this is factory. Oh,
Which year is this car, do you know?
this is a 91, I believe.
Ah, that's the newer one.
Yeah, it's a 90. 93.
Ah, 93?
Yeah.
That's actually the latest.
One of the last years, yeah.
Because that's 86.
One of the
and
last
that's
years.
93. Esse é um 86, esse é um 93. É um dos últimos anos aqui essa Mercedes. Então na verdade, assim, vocês estão acompanhando, eu estou tentando digerir aqui tudo. Peça disso, peça daquilo, peça daquele outro. Obviamente quem vê de fora pensa, não, é só montar, né? Mas mesmo tendo um carro inteiro para tirar um monte de peça, assim, acaba tendo que adaptar um monte de coisinha, tendo que facilitar. Eu vou dizer assim, a minha sensação é, tô achando que vai levar mais tempo do que eu esperava ainda. Então é o seguinte, ó, nós estamos analisando tudo que tem fazendo carro, entender, vamos dizer assim, eu mesmo fazendo vários carros na minha vida, eu estou impressionado com a complexidade desse projeto, né? Assim, olha, eu já me arrependi uma vez quase me arrependi de ter começado esse projeto. Eu quase me arrependo de novo porque eu penso que é muito trabalho, mas o que me motiva a acabar esse projeto é realmente o propósito desse projeto, que realmente é um carro que tem toda uma pegada com essa homenagem ao Senna, tem toda essa ligação com os brasileiros, eu já vou repetir isso de novo porque é o que me motiva a continuar e fazer, mas é legal assim que eu estou conseguindo motivar o Colton a dar uma pegada no carro. Esse ano ele teve muito, o ano passado, né, ele teve muito contratempo assim profissional, ele se envolveu muito, né, com o Diego Iga aqui nos Estados Unidos, todo o desafio que foi a estreia do Diego na Fórmula Drift, foi uma temporada dificílima, né, para quem acompanha a Fórmula Drift sabe, e eles são parceiros, né, o carro era dele, ele acompanhou, acho que ele é o agente do Diego aqui também, então foi um ano desafiante, assim, que ele teve que vários meses ele nem mexeu no carro, né, o carro ficou parado e eu sabia disso, não era uma coisa que não é uma coisa que eu achava que ele estava mexendo, então por isso que o carro ficou aí 10 meses e nesse período ele trabalhou semanas, assim, poucos meses, digamos assim, no carro. E muito que ele trancou foi porque não tinha também o carro com as peças de doação e estava tentando comprar e aí tranca. E quem trabalha com projeto sabe como é que é, quando dá uma trancada forte, assim, quando vê tu trava. Então, beleza, foi um ano difícil, mas agora o que a gente está tentando é o seguinte, como é que a gente vai fazer ele eficientemente acabar o carro, todas as condições que precisa para poder acabar o carro e a gente trazer esse carro para a Fueltech USA e fazer a parte final dele lá, que vai ser elétrica, que vai ser acerto, obviamente, vai ter essas partes assim mais mecânicas do motor, botar o motor forjado, botar o câmbio, tem que revisar o câmbio, tem que fazer um monte de coisa, cardan, tem um monte de coisa mecânica, né, para fazer, mas antes disso ele tem que vai dar uma focada boa. Até deixa eu mostrar para vocês aqui, ó, quando eu estava conversando fora das câmeras, ele me mostrou o painel. Até deixa eu mostrar aqui, ó, tem alguns carros legais assim, ó. Olha só, Land Rover aqui, ó, 110. Que é isso aqui? É uma... Nem sei que caminhonete essa é, uma Bronco, sei lá. Ó. Não é uma Bronco, a Bronco é curta, né?
A Bronco é mais curta.
Tem aqui, ó, esse aqui também é um estranho aqui, ó. Um LS Turbo, ó, tá fazendo, isso aqui é de Fueltech até. Mas esse carro aqui, ó, olha, quem conhece Mercedes, ó, era uma coupé que ele fez o Wagon, ó. Que era um projeto, olha aqui, ó, ele que adaptou, botou toda uma traseira de Wagon aqui, ó. Botou toda uma traseira de Wagon numa coupé, porque esse era um carro que a Mercedes fez em colaboração com algum shopping, uma empresa no passado, para um show, e esse carro sumiu depois do show e ninguém nunca achou. Então eles falam que é a Missing Mercedes, uma Mercedes que está... E aí tem um cara que é um colecionador aqui da região que quis fazer uma exatamente igual da época ali. Mas aqui, ó, esse é o painel da Mercedes, ó. Então aqui ele tá... Esse aqui já é o próprio painel, eles já limparam ele, tiraram todo o material e aqui ele está fazendo acabamento de alcântara, ó. Então vai fazer tudo isso aqui, já está com as costuras aqui no ponto, ó. Então tá montando, e esse aqui eles fazem bastante aqui, toda essa parte da tapeçaria, ó. Tudo moldado, ó. É bem legal. Então tem toda essa parte do painel, tem que fazer, encapar os bancos, a pintura dourada, né, dos detalhes que a gente quer fazer da Mercedes por fora. Até nós temos que passar para ele o desenho final, até Luiz, né, Luiz do design aí da Fueltech é o responsável por essa arte aí, vamos passar o desenho final para ele, porque ele vai chamar um cara que vai pintar isso aí em tinta mesmo, assim, dourado, né, nela, não vai ser adesivo, né, então tem toda essa parte assim que só ele consegue fazer. No momento que ele conseguir acabar isso aí, e a ideia é o seguinte, quando ele fazer até ele, entre aspas, travar, até onde é que ele conseguir. Quando ele não, se por exemplo começar a ficar muito ocupado no ano, começou a temporada de Fórmula Drift, começou outras coisas e travar, aí eu levo o carro pra gente e a gente finaliza. Porque do ponto que está agora aqui, de alguma maneira ou de outra a gente consegue finalizar o carro lá na Fueltech USA. Obviamente o quanto mais ele conseguir tocar, vai ser melhor. Então esse vai ser o nosso desafio agora para os próximos. Nós vamos então, agora eu vou sentar com ele, a gente vai sentar e fazer uma lista e analisar as coisas, entender isso aí. Vou dar um pause aí pra gente fazer um almoço também, depois eu volto porque daqui a pouco eu vou mostrar pra vocês os carros novos que tem aqui na coleção dele e no showroom, que vocês vão ficar loucos aí. Os últimos detalhes que a gente está discutindo, nós temos uma opção da grelha, da grade frontal. Essa aqui é uma estilo original. It says original? No. Oh, yeah.
It might be. I mean, this looks like an unofficial Mercedes number.
Essa aqui, this is a replacement I bought. Ou essa aqui, ó. Então vamos fazer essa aqui, ó. Essa aqui é uma grade especial que da década de 80, 90, os caras usavam. A gente vai fazer ela, pintar de preto e aqui de dourado esse símbolo aqui. Vamos ver. Cool. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
If you allow me, I will do a walk through your collection.
Of course.
And
I
always get to some
you can
updates.
Always walk through here. Anytime.
And
It
man,
have to be a special occasion.
thank you
Always
for
ready.
everything.
No, thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having me, and
Yeah, thanks for lunch.
I'm really,
I'm so stuffed.
and
So much.
March,
Yeah.
we're taking the car and you coming to my place.
Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go.
Deal?
Yes, deal.
Okay.
100%.
Deal.
How much horsepower is it going to make? What are we going for?
I think the transmission is the limit, but about 500 should
Good.
be.
That's a good solid
yeah.
number. Yeah.
That should be good.
500 maybe on C85.
Oh yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Sweet. Okay.
Agora é o seguinte, deixa o Colton trabalhar ali, a gente combinou, vou deixar em vídeo registrado 8 semanas, ele vai dar pegadona nela e aí ela vai para a Fueltech, final de março, vai estar na Fueltech e a gente vai seguir de lá. Tá registrado aí, ó. Aqui, ó, deixa eu fazer agora um tour com vocês, mostrar alguns dos carros novos nas coleções aqui e na oficina da Redline. Esse Pontiac aqui, ó, achei muito legal. Ele é um Fórmula 350, que é uma série especial, muito inteirinho, tudo, as rodas, tudo de época, assim. Carro, olha, muito legal mesmo, gostei. Eu teria um desse na coleção aí, ó. Esse é um Charger, que ele tá fazendo todo o chassi, suspensão. Tá botando esse motor aqui que é o Elephant, que eles falam. Olha só os freios, que legal, a suspensão dianteira, ficou muito legal. E o chassi inteiro, assim, fez todo um negócio realmente de rotisseria, que nem chamam, né? É um trabalho extenso mesmo. Agora é o seguinte, ó, vamos dar uma volta aqui nesse salão, porque toda vez que eu passo aqui eu fico louco. Vamos dar uma volta aqui, porque tem esses carros muito a fuder, que a gente sempre vê aqui. E vou começar aqui pelo do Diego Iga, né? Carro icônico aí, do brasileiro, né? Que esse carro foi do Colton e tá andando esse ano na Fórmula Drift de novo. Vamos ver como é que vai ser. Ano passado foi missão aí, mas top. BMW M3, E36, Jaguar XJ 220. Esse aqui, ó, raríssimo. Olha aqui, ó.
Olha esse Porsche, velho.
Ford GT. Caramba.
Esse carro é 280 milhas rodadas, se não me engano.
280? Quantos milhões vale esse carro? Milhões.
Nem encosta.
Nem encosta.
Tem uma Roma zero aqui.
Pera aí, ó.
Ferrari.
Porsche. Que Porsche é esse? Vamos com calma. É, mano. Essa aqui, novinha.
Sabrina não. Aqui, ó, é o 11 TT.
Ó, o RS ali tem 85 milhas rodadas.
Um GT3 RS. É. Aqui, uma Ferrari Roma. O que é isso aqui? Uma 599 Super América. Ah, essa é.
É a Brasília aqui, ó.
Ah, tem. Agora que eu vi passando aqui. Ah, uma Dino. Mas é original, isso aí? Caramba, eu achei que aqui era mais baixo nível, esse carro aqui pra trás. Não. Na verdade, subiu o nível. As Ferrari aqui nem olha, né? Essas aqui é tudo chinelagem, ó. Caramba. Tem uma testa-roça ali? Não, uma 59... Uma 500 e... Não, 575 Maranello. Olha, bah, essas Mercedes aqui é muito legal.
Tem uma chave dela, quer ligar aí?
Que legal. Ah, esse Evo de rally aqui. Esse é do Colton, né?
Vamos levar entrar aí agora.
Ah, lá, outro lado. Ó. Ah, é. Mercedes,
McLaren lá atrás.
Morgan, Corvette, McLaren. Ah, esses Porschezinhos aí eu acho muito legal. Por quê? Ah.
Queima 2 litros de óleo por dia. Olha o GT3. Aquilo ali é carro, tá? Aqui é carro.
Ah, esse Remy tava na outra vez no salão.
Cara, esse aqui também é legal, né? Porque esse aqui é um carro americano,
França.
mas estava na França.
Ah, é?
Sim, esse é um carro de corrida da França.
Henry Chemin. Olha um Pontiac aqui. Que tá.
Esse é o melhor.
É.
O que gosta da lasanha, isso aqui é aquele esporte que vem com quase 3 kg de pressão original.
Ah, aquilo é legal.
Tem uma apelido pra esse carro, né?
Rolls Royce.
Black Widow.
Hã?
Black Widow.
Viu? É negro, não é isso?
Cara, isso aqui é tri, né? É um 993, né? É muito legal.
Essa é aquela versão meio chaveada nas pressões.
Ah, é? De fábrica,
Se não
assim?
me engano é 3 bar que usa, vamos ver se é o 2.8.
Caramba. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Bah, que coisa.
Olha o cheirinho.
A porta é o golzinho quadrado, né? Não adianta.
É. Ferrari Mundial ali. Ah, isso aqui é meu sonho, ó, também. 850.
150.
Oi, V12, BMW. Essa tá na lista.
Ah, esse sim, ó, Continental.
Tá pra vender? Sabe o preço?
É,
Ah, é?
esse é dele.
Melhor nem perguntar o preço.
Já entra no rolo assim. Já.
Vai que... O que mais tá pra vender, assim, que você sabe aqui que é? Talvez é.
Meio que tudo que tá aqui dá pra vender.
Meio que tudo? Mas tem alguma coisa...
O Landau aqui.
Mas tipo assim... 50 mil pra baixo, por exemplo.
Aí não dá.
Aí não tem muito. É, essa aí sim.
Que deve ser.
É.
Será? De pergunta, se perguntar o Jeff, é o RB5.
E tá bonito isso aí, será não? É manual ou automático olha ali?
Tá automático.
Mas o Luiz deve ter uma lista de peças já
Ah.
pra vender pra manual. E uma flange do Desmar.
Olha o telefone.
Tá tocando pra você, Kento.
Ah, tem o telefone dela. Caramba, que legal, hein? Não, bom. Melhor, eu acho que é melhor não perguntar o preço. É. Morgan.
É do pai do Coco.
É. Caramba. Firebird, Kombi.
Esse é o bebê daí.
Olha, essa caminhonete é muito legal da GM. Toda, olha só, fizeram tudo de madeira, novinho aqui, ó. Que legal. Aqui é a coleção do Colton, dos carros. Só que é um segredo, ó. O último carro lá eu sei o que é e tá tapado. Não pode destapar, não. Não vou falar. Eu sei, eu sei que é segredo que o Colton não deixa mostrar pra ninguém. Mas aí tem todos os carros aqui, ó. E ó, pra quem se lembra, ó, esse carro aqui nós botamos FT num sábado de manhã aqui, né?
Sim.
Esse foi, teve um episódio, isso aí que foi muito legal. Depois a gente botou no dinamômetro lá, deu, até que deu 700 de roda, não me lembro agora. Foi bastante.
Uma coisa assim, ó.
Foi 500 de roda, 500 e pouco, 590. E tá funcionando direitinho o carro, é legal.
Isso tá bacana.
Tem os famosos aqui, ó. Nem vou tirar. Não, precisa. Todos os carros aí, ó. Top Secret, ó. Ó, o Diego aí, ó, que tá filmando aí, ó. Até vira a câmera aí pra ti, dá pra te mostrar, olha não. O Diego aí, ó, nosso Media to One, cara que faz aí todas as animações desse. Hoje ele tá me acompanhando especialmente aqui. Vocês estão vendo aí que o material de hoje tá diferenciado, né? Então, pra cá eu gosto de trazer só os caras bons, assim, né? Outra vez o Habits veio, agora o Diego, né? Veio todo o pessoal também já, o Luiz do design já me acompanhou aqui, o Luiz veio outra vez, o Luiz de Leão também. Então tem uma... Aqui tem conteúdo para trazer sempre gente boa para documentar isso aí, né? Esses carros tudo eu já passei, eu fiz um episódio especificamente mostrando todos eles, o Couto me contou praticamente a história deles, sabe? Então, eu vou, obviamente não vou retornar e não vou falar de novo isso aí, mas quem quiser ver esse episódio, tem um episódio especial aqui na Headline, na coleção JDM Supreme. Então, todos...
Motorar.
Corvair. Ah, esse aí é o motor ar GM, ó.
Se consigo abrir com aquela capulia.
Sabe como é que é isso aí?
É motor ar, né?
É um motor ar 6 cilindros atrás.
É um boxer, né?
É, um boxer.
Pegar
Isso
a
aqui era
chave.
perigoso na época, porque olha só, o motor tá aqui, ele não tem nada lá na frente.
Ah,
Então na época tu virava aqui, ó, e o carro ia reto.
Ah.
Isso matou muita gente.
sério?
E eu não lembro a história exata, mas algum deputado, um político proibiu até a venda desse carro.
Mesmo.
É?
Ele era um congressman e a
filha
filha
morreu,
dele,
né?
a filha dele
Ah.
morreu e ele tirou
Proibiu.
os carros do...
Por isso que era perigoso. É uma que eu trazia atrás?
Esse Porsche do Couto aqui é muito legal. Esse carro é tri. Bom, os Top Secret. Maserati das antigas ali, Corvette aqui, ó. 308, Bronco das antigas, modernizada. Uma E30 conversível, C8 aqui, que bonitinho, mas ordinário, né? Tô com raiva da meu aí. Fizemos uma visita relâmpago aqui, né? Mostrar um pouco da Headline aqui, ver a Mercedes, né? Tenho certeza que todo mundo que curte esse carro, que curte esse projeto, que está ansioso por ele, também quer, por essa mesma ansiedade, ver esse carro pronto. Pode ter certeza que eu sou o maior interessado em ver esse carro pronto. O Couto, fico feliz que eu acho que agora ele vai dar uma pegadona, ele deu uma pegadona no carro, ele ficou muito ocupado por um período muito grande do ano passado, e o carro também é um trabalho enorme, né? Mas agora a gente tem algumas datas assim que nós vamos tentar cumprir, botei ele na pressão. Ele se comprometeu em pegar o carro daqui direto, assim, vamos ver como é que o carro vai andar nas próximas 8 semanas aí. E eu pretendo ter esse carro aí comigo na Fueltech USA antes de abril aí, final de março, para poder dar uma pegadona nesse carro aí nos próximos meses. E esse carro tem que sair esse ano, com certeza, e se possível ainda por maio ali para a gente ter essa aniversário aí da despedida do Senna em grande estilo. Então, fico feliz de ter vindo, fico empolgado com o projeto, me animo de ver que está andando e que está pegando. É uma coisa que me incomoda quando às vezes as coisas ficam paradas e a gente não tem muito controle, né? Obviamente esse carro está longe do meu controle direto, mas ao mesmo tempo tem que confiar, confio no Couto, confio na equipe da Headline e o projeto está ficando realmente insano. E também é o seguinte, sempre é uma boa desculpa vir aqui na Headline, aqui em Connecticut e ver esses carros maravilhosos, bater um papo com os brasileiros que moram aqui por perto. Fico feliz pra caramba. Também agradecer o Diego aí que me acompanhou esse final de semana e muitas missões aí, vocês vão ver mais materiais aí junto. Tá top demais aí. Espero que tenham curtido e até o próximo episódio. Tchau!